Take two, take three.
Here we go.
I'm blaming this on YouTube because it's not my Zoom.
All right, everybody, we're back. And we are back.
We're back.
Coming at you live.
Am I echoing? No.
No. Nothing.
Okay. Sorry, guys. That was a reboot system. I'm a little frustrated right now. So let's get moving.
Let's do it. Uh-oh. What happened?
Nothing. I'm just got to breathe a minute.
Okay. So let's move right along and let's have you do another birthday.
Go ahead.
And we'll take some silly questions too, because silly questions are funny.
Okay, there were a couple birthdays that I'm going to put in here too that I just, because we got all screwed up. 9/9/83. If you can get that other birthday again for me, I can't scroll through my phone. That other one, the other guy.
Let's see.
And this guy has 9 o'clock. Is that right? Or no, this person? This is like I shouldn't even do this because when it says 9 o'clock, we don't know if that's right. Not your friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I got those guys mixed up.
Yeah, you did. You had those right. Hold on. You had those charts right.
Yeah, 3/22/1980. Wait, oh, I'm so retarded. I don't know who's who. Sorry, you guys. I don't know which.
Give me the 1981. I didn't do that one.
Oh, okay. So 3/22/1980.
Mm-hmm.
Tulsa.
What time?
5:43 a.m.
So yeah, and if anybody wants to comment about my eyes flickering, it's because I have two screens.
Your eyes are flickering?
Yeah, people are always like, she looks so like, I'm looking at, yeah, whatever, I'm a shapeshifter. No, I have 5 screens when I do this. I have 3 different computers, 3 screens when I do live, especially when I do them with Rex. So, all right, this guy, 3/22/80. My old boss used to have this conjunction. Mercury K2 conjunct in the first house. So he's married. Well, my old boss is married too, and he was married, but I'm sure he had some troubled relationships in the past. When you have Mercury conjunct K2 in the first, it's really confusing sometimes with communicating. There's a lot of confusion with people when you communicate. And, you know, you're really good with, I would say, this actually can make somebody that's a very good detective. Now, my boss was a good detective when it came to loans. He was like the encyclopedia of mortgages because he had Mercury conjunct K2. But since this is an Aquarius, this is going to be more about a different, not loans, you know. So Aquarius can be definitely musician, a healer. For sure. Mystical, wants to know all the secrets, any type of very intuitive, very intuitive, psychic. But this person, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, all conjunct in Leo.
What's that about?
Okay, I'm not going to talk about this person's on air because no, I can't. I really can't because I know he's married and I don't know, you know, it's like, he's got a lot of chaos going on in the relationships, right? It's true. So like, I don't want to judge it. This is
no.
Yeah. And when you have a reading like this, so this is my thing. This is not this chart you can't do on the fly, you know, because it's too much. Like I'd have to ask a lot more questions when you have the majority of all planets are in the 1st and 7th house, and literally a lot. Okay, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on where I'm not going to just wing it. It's just not fair. It's not fair because I'll be guessing, and this is something you'd have to study.
Okay.
But we'll go with the detective. Okay.
Yeah, sure. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So it's interesting. Definitely, there's changes. Okay, big changes coming. And actually, I will say that this person. What's being indicated is kind of like plans. You make plans for something, plans don't work out. And at first you're really pissed. And then, but something else happens and you're like, oh, that actually worked out. But then that small window where you realize that your initial plan didn't work and you're freaking pissed. That's like, that was the snapshot of this energy right here, is like just frustration. But it's funny because, I've been talking to these guys for the past like week and stuff, and they're just really great people. And, like we were saying, these readings on the fly, we can get a snapshot here and there. But in order to get a really in-depth reading, there's so many moving pieces. There's so many facets of a chart, and so many facets of the tarot to indicate all these different like details about somebody's life. But I just wanted to give them one more shout out because they asked me to. Well, they didn't ask for a shout out, but
Yeah, no, for sure.
They're working.
Everybody should subscribe 100%. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, Spearhead Transmission. They're really, really funny. They're really good, and they care. They really care about people and getting word out about certain issues and things like that. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Let me check the live chat. Let's see.
Yeah, do that while I get this other birthday started, because this is just one until we get some more in here. All right, this is 9/9/83, 9 o'clock, but probably not. So this could be totally off, but we'll go with pretending like this is 9 o'clock. Maybe you were born at 9 o'clock on the nose, but I find that it's hard to believe. Aries ascendant nakshatra of a Sweeney, whatever you want to pronounce it. Somebody that is kind of can be an adrenaline rushy. It's an Aries, part of Aries, so go-getter, somebody that just jumps in, maybe sometimes doesn't think before they take actions, depending on which the time. I don't even want to say that too much, but a healer for sure, firefighters, paramedics, everything like that. Anything like that comes out of a Swanee. Somebody that wants to just take control and get things done. I've noticed people that like horses, but if this isn't your time, this is totally wrong. So maybe some separation with the mother or emotions, because you have Saturn conjunct Moon, and it definitely is can give somebody, some depression or some cold heartedness here and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the relationship. Okay. Or if you're married, you date or you are married to somebody like this, somebody that's extremely emotional and can get like this. You're an investigator. K2 conjunct Jupiter. It's literally in the 8th house. Probably one of the best conjunctions for investigation, detective, and in Scorpio. But K2 conjunct Jupiter, maybe you don't want kids or something like that. Or maybe you're a therapist for kids, or you want to counsel kids. Very creative, artistic, salesperson, and pull a card. This person, no, we can't pull a card because I don't know if this is the right time. Let's go with, just pull a random card, just a random one, and just whatever.
Well, it's never random, just so you guys know. It's never random.
Okay, this would be a Virgo, but he's not even a Virgo. He's a Leo.
What house? Give me it. Well, it doesn't even matter.
Go with this. If he's a Leo sun, go with. See, this is why it's so. I
can't stop yawning.
Go with the 8th house. Go with the 8th house.
Okay.
Transformation.
Okay. Transformation. It's always a good one. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. 3 trump cards all at once is always indicative of karma, of things playing out exactly as they should. No accidents. This is all about things like, we've got the Sun, we have the Hermit, and we have the Strength card. So I think that this person is dealing with a time in their lives where they are needing to internalize. They're desperately trying to cut the drama and go in and to like sort things out. we're also looking at like a lot of clarity. I think that this eclipse really was very powerful for this person in particular. And you said something about the sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think that actually, that whatever this person's sun sign is having a lot, like that's what's being kind of like emphasized right now. I don't know if that makes any sense to you because you're the one that can see the chart. But you know, it's kind of interesting because the Hermit has been the freaking card of the day today. And I've noticed that this is a common theme where people are like ready to just cut out all that doesn't serve them anymore and really like internalize and listen to that inner voice and stuff. Because there's so much chatter. Everybody has their ideas about what you're supposed to be doing and stuff. And the Hermit card reminds us that the most important thing at the end of the day is introspection, because nobody really knows what's best for us other than us. And also, I think that this person might be looking at some kind of a new, an advancement in the physical, in the career, something in the workplace. Okay. Ace of Swords and Four of Discs. This is all about like moving up. This is all about establishing power, establishing rank, status, something like that. But that it's a challenge. It hasn't come easy, and it's not going to be easy. So I hope that.
You know what? I'm going to say one thing about that other person. I just thought of something when I re-looked at that chart. The other guy, the friend, his friend, the partner, the two guys that have the show.
Yeah.
With that big conjunction, it will make you famous. For sure.
Oh.
It's in Leo. Hands down. And it was launched during this eclipse. So
do you hear that?
Yeah, for sure. Like that I can't explain it to you how good that is for doing anything what you're doing right now.
I think I got them all mixed up though.
So we're gonna ask this too, if we do your chart on here, because the chat doesn't stay, please make a comment when we're done, because so that people know that it's right. I don't know about that first one, because last time after I did a lot of readings for people once Jenny hung up. So that's what we ask you to do when we do this. So this isn't really a topic night. It's going to be just charts and questions.
Yeah. No topic.
Sorry we had so many problems.
It's been such a crazy week.
Yeah. And a lot of people wrote comments about, oh, the eclipse didn't do anything. Let me just tell you. First of all, A, it happens for 6 months. B, I didn't say that 100% it was going to. Thank God nothing happened serious.
Right.
Look around. There's floods, there's earthquakes, there's all kinds of things in other countries. So yes, it is affecting everything globally. D, it's 6 months, the effects. And I can tell you that a lot of people have contacted me about big changes and big things. So I know for sure, 100%, it is affecting people 100%, big time.
Oh my God. Like, can I tell you guys something? And I'm probably going to regret being so honest. Yeah. But this eclipse changed my whole life. And I'm not going to blame it on the stars and be like, my life is different now because of the eclipse. We know that it doesn't work like that. It's a co-creation. You know, it's not in control of us, but we're not in control of it either. It's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for me personally, never in my life have I felt so lost. And it's not that I'm lost in my career. Like, I know what I want, I know what I like and all that stuff. And I'm obviously fine. But, there's huge shakeups everywhere I look. People are experiencing huge shakeups. Reality is being torn apart. And I think that what is happening is that people are being, I have a really good friend that explained it to me in a really wonderful way, where the incoming energies right now, it's like photonic light. And the best way to describe it is like when sunlight is being shown through a window, and you get this really good angle of the sunlight coming through the window. And when you can see all the millions of little dust particles from this light, you can see all the dust in the air. That's what this eclipse is doing. is it's shining light on all of our impurities and our imperfections and all of those blemishes, all those pieces of dirt that usually you don't see. Now everything is so apparent, everything is so bright and it's obvious. And now these obvious blemishes are being, we need to contend with them. We can't ignore it anymore. So for a lot of people, it's being faced with like a lot of really difficult, ugly truths. And it's not the end of the world. It's actually more like the beginning of the world. It's the end of a chapter and the start of a new one. So
yeah, that's for sure.
And that's what I have to tell myself to keep myself from crying.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, Jenny, props for you for saying that, because I don't think people understand, you know, everybody gets, this is like therapy session for us each week, right?
Yeah.
It is. It's like group therapy, but it's very, these eclipses, I can tell you that have been, this one hasn't been so much for me. This has been more of just annoyance of an eclipse, because lots of anxiety with overwhelming amounts of things that I'm just can't catch up with. But I can tell you that that's not as bad as I know that some people are dealing with. But the majority of people really are going through a big, big shift, including myself. I mean, I'm going through a big shift, and it's completely going to be life-changing. I'm sure in 6 months, I'm going to be doing something different. Yeah. It's not emotionally affecting me because it's not really involving anybody else besides myself, because I've been so alone for a long time. But, you know, the stress of handling everything, sometimes I snap. Like I got in a fight with my neighbor, which I probably was, you know, I always talk about her on my show. And she asked me a question about the eclipse, why they shouldn't watch it. And I was like, oh, why are you going to ask me? You know, like, you're not going to follow it anyway. And it was because I have a lot of tension. So, you know, I probably shouldn't have said that, but it's like my patience are run thin. But it is really, really affecting people where they're making some life-changing decisions, a lot of them. Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's going to be great. You have to understand that everything is thrown into your life for a reason, because you probably wouldn't have changed if the secrets didn't come out, if the things didn't happen, you know, it wouldn't have changed. So it opens it so you can clear all those demons, all the skeletons, all the dark stuff, and then you can start over.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. And I'm seeing this. Yeah. And it sucks. Let me tell you, it's not fun. There's nothing about it that's going to be fun or easy. And this isn't just a Jenny situation. This is to everybody, because I have a lot of Geminis and I have a lot of friends that have the same planets. And there's a lot of change. There's a lot of things going on.
We have a girl in the comments right now it's her birthday today.
Okay, we'll do her for sure too.
Okay, so we'll do, her name is Mindy. So Mindy, we see you, darling, and we're going to give you your reading. Right, Heidi?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You're so much nicer than me. I wish I could say something nice like that. But I would have found the birthday.
Well, you know, I know it's, you know.
8/23.
You can see it?
No, what year is it? Do you see?
I don't know, Mindy, can you give us your birth information one more time, sweetie? Right. And Mindy, you have 55 Porter to thank for that, because whatever he says, I listen to. Because he said, give this girl a reading, it's her birthday. So Mindy gets the reading. All right.
So while we're waiting on that.
Okay.
Do you know the year?
1985.
Perfect. Time,
Mindy, we need your time. Hopefully you know your time, because
time and location.
Time and location. Let's get it. Now's your chance.
I have a feeling she doesn't know it.
Oh.
She knows it.
8/23/85, Englewood, Colorado, 10:12 a.m.
Perfect.
Melanie, you think you're a medium. You had an experience last night. I wish I could talk to you and ask you about your experience. If you mediumship is very unique, because what mediumship is you're literally a conduit for energies of people that have passed. So it's very particular. It's not like clairvoyance or anything like that. You can be all of those, but if we're talking about a medium is somebody that connects specifically with the spirits, the astral, the mental energy, essentially, of people that have passed on. And so that's very intense. I've dabbled in mediumship. I'm technically a medium, but I don't, it's not something that I do all that often because I don't actually enjoy it. It's entirely too overwhelming to my system for right now. Maybe in the future, it's something I'll get stronger to. But if you're a medium, that's great. I think that's awesome. You can help a lot of people that way. So yeah. Congratulations.
That's 8th and 12th house for sure. Heavy 8th house and 12th. Just to bring some astrology into it. Okay, so Mindy, you are a Virgo ascendant. Oh, you're a Scorpio moon. How cute. Okay. You know I love my Scorpios. Okay, so you're a Virgo ascendant in the nakshatra of Hasta. So I don't know if you know anything about astrology, but your ascendant's going to be how people see you, how your life path goes, how your health will be. It's your first house, so it's your body, everything like that, your personality. And when your ascendant's so important, this is why your time's so important, because it changes every 2 hours. So if you don't know what time you're born, this is why it's so important. And you're a Virgo, so you're critical, analytical, detail oriented. You can be a perfectionist. You want things, you act like this, not necessarily how you think, but this is how you act. And it's in the nakshatra of Hasta. Hasta is all about you're good with your hands. Hasta is the hand. It's somebody that is good with contracts, good at fixing things, good at healing with hands, good at cooking, anything to do with your hands. But it also makes good writers, good detectives, good people that are good at handling with all the details. But Hasta is also a little bit controlling. So sometimes, you can be a little bit controlling. There's definitely always something with money. There's a little fear of money, or there's fear with, there's some karma with money, your money, savings accounts, and other people's money, and relying on people for financial stuff. When you have Saturn and Ketu conjunct in the 2nd house, there can be some karmic stuff that haunts you from your past that you don't even know about it, but it makes you worry about money. Your moon, the way you think, though, is a Scorpio. And you're very, very, very passionate. You don't want to be lied to. Scorpios are very, very, very hidden. They want the hidden knowledge. They like a cult. They can be very secretive, but they know all the secrets, right? And this is how you are. So you're probably pretty private the way you think, like really you keep things in a lot, because Scorpio moons tend to keep things in. But it's great for passion. You're a great friend. You would do anything for anybody. You're very loyal. Just don't screw you over. But you probably do get screwed over, because Scorpios tend to get screwed over a little bit here and there. Mm-hmm. Jupiter in the 5th. Okay. Let's go to your transits and see what's going on. And
yeah, that was my next.
This is 11th house. Okay, what you're going to go through for the next 18 months. Venus, Mercury, Mars. You have this conjunction in your 11th house of groups, networks. It's gains, friends, networking. It can be older siblings, and but it's like side ventures, big money. But because your Venus is there, I mean, you could meet somebody. It could be, you could help women. Your groups and networks and things are going to have a shakeup the next 18 months, but it's going to be positive. I guarantee you, like, You know how what Rahu does, Rahu's going into this with all these other planets. So what Rahu does is it gives you success, but it gives it to you with a price. So it's going to be some changes in those groups and those networking, but you could have a good win. You could invest in something. It could be a great gain, but definitely some big shifts. So it could even be work depending on what you do, for sure.
Let's see.
But go with, gosh, there's a lot of things. Maybe something, see if something comes up with the mother.
Okay.
Or siblings, mother or siblings, because I don't know if she has siblings. Or you could have a child, maybe, if you want.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't really like this would be something I'd have to look more into.
So, okay. This is an interesting combination, because what we have is the energy of somebody who is kind of walking away from an emotional situation. It's that energy. The Eight of Cups is all about not having any more to give, not having any more emotional energy to give to a situation. But there's also this beginning of a situation. There's an ace. So it's almost as if something is going to end, something you're going to have enough of. You're going to just, and it feels, when we're talking about cups, this is about emotions, that is relationships. And so emotional abuse, it might be that they're in a situation that became stagnant. No more reciprocation there. And they're kind of looking at an emotional renewal coming after that, but something needs to be let go of. So whatever it is that you think you're going to be walking away from, just go ahead and do it, because now's the time, because there's also the presence of the sun. And the sun is about beginnings, but it's also about abrupt endings, because the sun is like, it shines light on everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. So this is about definite endings, definite beginnings. You know what I mean? So I hope that works for you, Mindy.
Yeah, you know what? You have the sun in the 12th and it goes to the 12th. So this could literally be anything. It really, really could. This is why the astrology that I do and the readings that we do, we have to do research, because the sun in the 12th could be issues with the father, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's so much. This is like more so of when you have any planet in the 12th house, you're going to say goodbye a lot. It even could be like, could have to do with financial things. Could have to do with job, a career. It could have to do with, just your own feet, like your ego. And I don't want to say ego because people take that in the wrong way, but it's your own getting over it. Like you have to, that's what I mean by ego. Like you have to suck it up and just deal with it, and just deal with like the change of telling everybody what it is or whatever there could be going on. And it might not be anything too dramatic, but I will say, I think there is definitely a shakeup that happened, and then it's going to happen in the next 18 months, but it's nothing that you won't, it even could have to do with health, to be honest. It could have to do with health. But I wouldn't say necessarily so much that this is go figure, we get a chart like this. And I'm sorry to be so all over the place, but it's just, there's so many things that are standing out to me right now. I just don't really know 100% what to say and it'd be correct. And what
oh my god, no, that's not even possible. It's not even possible. I just pulled 2 out of the 3 same cards, and I shuffled. You all.
And what does that mean? That happened to me last night, right? What does that mean?
It's just, that's the point. That's what's going on. It's just to further confirmation, validation that this is what the message is. And for Mindy, it is about, the Ace of Cups is about an emotional renewal, but it looks like it won't happen until she makes a decision to definitively walk away from a situation. So the 8 of Cups is all about kind of throwing in the towel, giving up. Sometimes giving up is not the worst thing to do. Sometimes giving up is letting go and like letting the universe take over because you've tried. So that's kind of what I'm getting is like, she's tried on something for a while and it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
Good things happen when you free up a lot of space like that.
You know what? Let's just read what the sun is, okay?
Yeah.
The sun is soul, ego, identity, self, power, father, authority, body, vitality, power, dignity, physician, engineer. It's like the mayor, government, politics, high officials, old age, land, cattle, taste, efforts, bones, liver, heart, chest, paternal relationships, high officials. I don't know why I felt like I just could rattle those things off, but that's
because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about those issues, something there about walking away from it. Something has served its purpose. It served its purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next chart. There's this person I said we would do. I did the wrong year last week. So
thank you, moderators, by the way, for clearing up a few things.
Why? Who do we have? Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me.
No, it's fine. It's nothing bad. Like the turtles are just, nobody cares.
The turtles.
No, we've got really good people in the chat. We can't get to everybody with the readings, but we will eventually, you guys.
All right. So
I don't know how it was.
We're gonna start letting people call in. I have my house line turned on. We're literally gonna have call-ins. Old school.
Oh, that would be fun.
I know. Then people can talk. And I was also thinking about, I think it would be interesting to do like big group discussions, like with my Zoom webinar, I can bring like 200 people in a Zoom meeting and do it live. That'd be fun.
That'd be so super fun.
And let everybody just chit chat away. Okay. So this is a Gemini 2/22/93, 1303.
93.
Yes.
I hate you. You're so.
Wait, let's just make sure that's right because this is what I did last time. I had that year wrong.
I wish I was born in 93, man. I would love to be. Wait, what's 9? I'm 89, but I would do anything to go back like 4 or 5 years, even, and just.
Yeah, poor Heidi. I do look mad. I do. I'm reading these comments as we're going. Okay, I think this is right. Okay, so this person is a Gemini ascendant, the nakshatra of Ardra, and Mars in the first house. Definitely a temper.
Wow. And Ardra and Mars. Wow.
Yeah, in the first house. So this is how people see you. This is how your life path goes. You want to shake things up all the time. Somebody that can be. And I know I did your chart last week, so this is going to be. I don't know if it's the same. Probably not. But you have some. You have some heavy energy and some nakshatras that are pretty hard. I mean, the way you 12, 11, 10, 9. Maybe some things with the father for sure, or authorities or just government beliefs, stuff like that. It could be higher education. It just could be, it could be you love to travel and you just like to do things your own way. You're kind of a free spirit, to say the least, and a rebellious one. And you love your space, like you love to be alone. And when you have K2 in the 12th, it isolates you in a way, kind of like K2 in the first, but you are going to be saying a lot of goodbyes too. A lot of moksha, a lot of letting go. But
I hate when you say that.
But it's true. Like, would you rather me just pretend it's not the case and then you just get sad all the time? Or would you rather just accept it? That's how I look at it. So, what else?
We're not talking about me. This isn't my reading.
No, this isn't yours at all. But see how you're
know, but it just resonates, okay?
I know. Now, you have Venus in the 10th house. You're very artistic, though. Very creative. You're probably good with music. You're good at just very creative. Revity tends to be, I mean, they're anything, just it's Venus, I would say music, perfumes, like Venus-y stuff, women things, helping women, helping animals, helping small pets, helping, it's nice. It's a very nice thing. And people see you this way too, in a way. To the public, this is what you look like. But you can cause some shakeups, you know, for sure.
All right.
And transits give her a, okay, she's going to be dealing with relationships coming up, maybe, possibly, relationships.
Okay.
This is new. This will be happening in the next 2 years. 7th house things.
Oh my gosh, there's the sun keeps coming up. All right. Okay. So there are a few things here. There's 2 males. Whenever I get the 2 princes that come together, this is always about, well, it's not always. Sometimes what it is 2 facets of the same personality. And sometimes it is 2 people in the situation that are kind of equal. So they're kind of like, they could be brothers, they could be good friends, they could be just people that are kind of on equal level of things is how they're being represented. So, and you said something about relationships. So I'm thinking that these are 2 individuals that are influencing this, that will either be coming into the life or, you know, just influence. There's influence here. Also, there is something about the mother. Okay. And there's something about the mother and the mother's kind of like what the mother has provided. Something about work, something about the mother's work, something about the mother's expectation. And then also we have the sun again. And then we have the 3 of Cups, which has been coming up a lot lately. And this is about celebrations, women. This is about women, baby showers, weddings, you know, going away parties, bridal showers, things like that. So there is a lot of celebration going on. I feel like this person likes to have fun, really likes to be around this person's like girls, if you will, you know, that the clique, the crew. There does look like there's some conflict with the mother, almost like as if the mother is like get to work sort of thing. And that makes sense only because if you're born in 1993, you're at that age that, what are you like that college age right now where you have all these like options and people are like, what are you going to do with your life sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think,
well, you know what? That's interesting to think about if that. So maybe that's part of it because it's that higher education. It's that college degree, right?
Yeah.
And you had K2 just go through there. So K2 was like the rebellious one in college, I'm sure, especially with all this. So maybe you had some issues in school, like with authority or something like that. Okay, yeah, you. Oh my gosh, why do these charts have to be so intense tonight? Probably just because. Okay, so you're gonna have some big transformation. I'm gonna give you some advice. If this is the case, just do. My biggest regret is not becoming an attorney. Okay, because that's what I would have done if I were to do it all over. And I made a lot of mistakes. And if I had somebody that told me about my life and my personality that I could really succeed doing it, I probably would have went forward through it. So, you know, just continue with what you're doing. Don't let relationships get in the way. If that's even the case, I mean, I think it could be, this is a year with K2 going in the 8th house, a big transformation. So you have to really be careful that it's definitely like an accident prone time frame, the next 18 months. And I have to say that to you because you could go down something could happen that you get involved with the wrong crowd or get in the car, just be cautious. Like when I was in college, I got into a car that hit a house. I got lucky. just make cautious decisions.
Jeez.
I know. Look, I say things when I feel like I'm supposed to say things. I know, unfortunately. If it scares me.
That's
Look, if I didn't say it and something happened, I would have been like, oh, it's just transformation. But now that you said she's in college, I just think about me at that age, right? And what I did wrong. And you have a lot, like there's a lot of stuff going on here. It could be great, and none of this could even like pertain to your life, but definitely it could be transformation.
I think so. Listen, because whenever the Prince of Swords comes up, the Prince of Swords is the guy that is super charming. He's like the college age guy who thinks he's worldly all of a sudden because he spent some time at university, thinks he's real cool, very charming. Not saying he's a bad guy, but he's hiding something and probably has a motive and, an agenda, whatever. I mean, everybody has their own agenda. But in particular, in this context for this person, there is caution. The Queen of Swords is standing over here. She's standing over the Three of Discs, which is all about kind of rolling up your sleeves, getting to work, buckling down, being diligent, doing what you're supposed to do, acquiring data, kind of growing up, you know what I mean? Doing what your parents want you to do. And then on the side, we have these two guys, these two princes over here. And then on this side, we have the parties. We have the celebrations and we have the good times and stuff like that. And growing, coming into yourself, and all the beautiful, wonderful things that come with being that age. So yeah, I hope that helps you.
So somebody just asked me if I do transits from the moon or transits from the ascendant. I do transits from all over the map, but with a real reading, this is like on the fly. So everybody has to understand that I'm just going to look at the ascendant. I'm not like looking at the moon, going all over that's why this astrology. So, because now I'm getting some more people that are into astrology, and what I do in a real reading is totally different than this. This is like showing people that your personality is right. That's all this is, especially when you're heavy charts. Okay, we got to get through a few more charts here. All right, this person is 5/27/81.
Okay.
This is oh my gosh, this was my ex-husband's birthday.
Wait, how come
I'm joking, like at all.
How come you didn't recognize that?
Oh my gosh. Here's the weirdest thing. His family lived in this city in Idaho, Sandpoint, and I flew into Spokane. And your name was Spokane on the thing, so I put that in there. This is a little creepy. And I don't think you're him. I just have a feeling that you're not him.
No. That's weird. That's really weird.
God, that is really creepy. Could this night get any weirder?
Yeah, don't tempt fate because it can get weirder.
All right.
Easily. All right. Go for it.
Ketu in the first house. Issues in relationships. Like me. So just, you just get into the wrong relationships, the wrong people. You're a hard worker. You've got Jenny.
I'm sorry. No, I'm totally here. It's my a really long day.
You're a good listener. You're a good worker. You're a hard worker. You're disciplined. You think about money a lot. You worry about money a lot. You're a good business person. You're savvy. Or when it comes to like investing in things, investing in the right things, or you at least try to be.
We should be friends then, because I'm like.
Let me tell you, when you have K2 in the first, it throws things off. Okay, so yeah, you have that side to you, but then you don't care about money either, because every time you have K2 in the first, you're living a moksha life too, like it is in the 12th. So you're getting rid of a lot of things.
What just happened?
This. Hold on. Sorry. I have to handle this.
It happened again, you guys. This happened before. She was kamikaze by a stink bug a few months ago, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my freaking life. Heidi Vandenberg has blacked out her screen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. Because this is like way too much. I'm gonna have to edit it.
Oh my God. I can't even handle it. All right. So I'll keep it going. I'll keep it going. The show must go on. All right. So 527. Listen.
So he just go with hold on. Let me tell you. While I'm trying to exterminate.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Do what you have to do. I got it.
Okay, he's about to have a big shape-shifting transformation. Okay, first house, everything about him. So whatever cards you pick, his whole life could change. But it definitely could be relationships.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay, that's interesting because all right. So whenever the tower comes up, I want to talk to you guys about the tower for just a second. Aside from the devil and death, the tower is the most feared card in the tarot because it's, the imagery is scary and it always symbolizes plans going awry. And sometimes that, really scary and brutal and very hard to deal with. However, after something crumbles, new things arise. And for this person, it definitely looks as if there's a huge shift in priorities taking place. And also something about communication, rapid communication. So like text messages, emails, phone calls, things like that. Like I feel like this person is going to receive news via, social media, their phone, something like that. And it's going to, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that might come as a shock. It's certainly going to be surprising. And I'm not saying that it's bad because there's nothing here that indicates death or struggle or anything like that. It really is about a huge shift in priorities. It could be, the Prince of Cups is here. The Prince of Cups is about, it's more of a sensitive card. And then the Three of Cups, again, this is about celebrations. Oh, wait. Someone might get pregnant. Someone might have some news about.
You knew what just happened.
That would be funny. Did you get it? Did you get the bug?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, or like this person might get invited to a wedding, honestly, and or get invited to some kind of something with women. There's something with women and parties and drinking and social affairs and things like that. But you're right that this person is looking at changes because the Wheel of Fortune is all about the wheel of life, the karma, just, things that arise and things rise and things fall. And that's what's consistent is the rising and falling of priorities constantly.
Well, and you'll go through, like I said, with the moksha thing, you're about to have Saturn go into your 12th house. So I'm just going to tell you this. I wish I heard this when Saturn went into my 12th house. If you're married or you're going through a divorce, or if you do, or if you go through something like that, just don't save money. You need to save money. Save money, don't spend money. Know right now Saturn's going into your 12th house that it's going to give you expenses. Hands down. Especially with this big change going on. There's big changes going on in your life, probably. And definitely. It's hard to say exactly what it is, right? But I would say you're having a K2 Rahu return. So I don't really know what else with Saturn going in the 12th.
Yikes.
Do we have any more harder charts for the night, please? I'm asking for them. Let's keep the hard ones coming.
My God, you guys are going through it. I'm so sorry. We all are. I can't believe I'm still alive right now. I've had such a horrible week that my heart should have stopped beating. You guys, it's really bad. I need love. Someone give me love. Just kidding. I give myself love.
I give you love, Jenny. You're great.
Yeah, you do, Heidi.
I give you that tough love.
Yes, Heidi.
Friend love.
Absolutely. You can't get that kind of love anywhere else. And Heidi, you've really, really come through for me this past week. I'm going to start crying. Let's talk about something.
Okay. All right. This is 5/25/91.
Okay.
Did I already do that one? No.
5/25. That's a good, I like that. That's my daughter's birthday.
So your Taurus ascendant, Nakshatra of Rohini, sun in the first house. People definitely are jealous of you, but you're probably very pretty, very attractive. And women, it just doesn't matter. No matter what
you're gonna hate.
People are gonna hate. Not hater. You're gonna have haters. People are gonna be envious.
Yeah.
Because you probably steal like men, or women or whatever it may be. It's okay though.
Whatever you want.
I don't know if this is a fit male or female. I forget. I swear. I really have no clue. I totally forget. Venus and K2 in the second. There's something with money. You probably have this love-hate with money. You don't care about money. You want nice things. You spend money easily, but you'll figure out how to make money easily. There's a lot of focus in money, savings, money, other people's money. That's where K2 and Rahu are, second and eighth house, and it's sitting with Venus. Or you might feel, there's too much to talk about right now, but definitely, you would be really good at helping women, good at speaking to women, speaking with women, acting, singing, speaking, any kind of voice stuff. Taurus, Rohini, this is like 100%. You probably are one of the most creative people that I've seen in a long time. But Mercury in the 12th, you communicate behind the scenes. Your creativity comes out behind the scenes. Your writing comes everything like that. You like your space. You communicate secretly. There's a lot of privacy going on too, but it makes a good detective, a good researcher, good at meditating, yoga, you understand death in a different way. Mars, Jupiter.
Someone said your hair looks pretty, and I agree. It looks really nice today, Heidi.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you curl it with a curling iron?
Yeah, just some waves.
Yeah, I took a shower and then I let it dry. And
my hair is like extremely curly, and I do these Brazilian blowouts.
Oh, okay. You have curly hair?
Oh my God. I look like that Trump troll but it's all frizzy. Okay. My hair is crazy curly, so I straighten it. I get it straightened. Well, I do it. My neighbor does it for me. So wow. Yeah, I taught her how to do the Brazilian blowouts. I have the stuff. That's what we do. But then when it does, then I can put waves in it. You have the longest hair I've ever seen.
I cut it too. I need help with this crap.
At least it's straight. Like if my hair was like that, it would take up this whole, it would take up this whole screen. It's not pretty like yours. It doesn't lay like that at all.
Our life is in shambles, you guys.
Can you read some more comments? This person is going to read this person's chart, pull a card for, maybe they had some career stuff happen.
Okay, let's look at career. That's good. We'll look at career. That's
about 1991. How old would that be?
30? Wait, no, sorry. 26. 26. 26.
Also, I had a career at that age, but
not really. That's hard to have a career that young. Some people that play their cards right and do everything that they're supposed to do.
I did. But this, I don't know about this ascendant. I would say this person maybe, I don't know, maybe though. You can't say that.
Well, right, you can't.
Maybe they're going to travel.
Okay.
And go abroad or maybe something like that. Is that possible? Higher education, that could happen next. I feel like this is all out of whack tonight.
It is. It's okay. It's been a freaking week, man. Jesus. Christ. Oh, wow.
You know what? It could have been relationships.
It's definitely travel. This person's definitely traveling. The Fool as the first card, which is kind of like the kickoff. So this person is entering a time when they are so this is a childlike look, a childlike perspective of the world. Anything's possible, everything's possible. They're also reaching a point of completion. So it's kind of like they're looking back and they're like, okay, that's done. Okay, that's done. Moving forward. Definitely travel. I think that this person is very susceptible to like emotion, like maybe mood swings. I kind of see this person as being slightly impulsive, but it's almost as if they not always, because we can't say always, but they choose to kind of use it to their advantage. So that if it's even possible, it's hard to explain exactly what I mean, but it's like when somebody's really emotional and they know that they're emotional and they're like, I know, just give me a minute, or you know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. And it's like, you know what I mean? I'm going to get through it. And they always see themselves through it. They always find a way to make the right decision, even though they may have an impulse to like do something that's not great. I think that this person is genuinely happy. So like this person is not like a miserable person.
Yeah, no, for sure. This Rohini is usually not happy, like, you know, just the creative actress, something like that.
Yeah, well, definitely, because the moon card definitely lends itself to somebody who is kind of prone to fantasy, prone to slightly, and I hate the word delusion, but you know, sometimes our fantasies take on worlds of their own, and there's kind of a danger with that. But I don't see this person. I see this person as recognizing that most importantly, and that's step number one, to keep yourself out of that danger zone.
Because her moon is in Swati in the 6th house. So she's more business. She's more about negotiations. Like she knows how to play her cards right. And actually she can be really good in real estate or design or something, you know, on those levels, real estate design.
A lot of ambition.
Maybe financial advisor. She might have her stuff together for sure. Or he. I don't even know if this is a guy or a girl.
I think it's a girl.
Do you?
Yeah. I haven't checked the comments. Let me see.
I wrote one. That's what I wrote. Okay, so there's a few more I did. 7292 1310. Did I already do that? No.
I think a bunny shadow on the wall.
Okay, this person is a Libra ascendant. Why does this always happen? Like the same people, it's like the same kind of things. Libra ascendant, you really want balance. But sometimes you're very unbalanced, but you're definitely somebody that can move a room, good speaker. You like your space, big time. You're ruled by Rahu. So, you know, sometimes Swati you're very creative, 12, 11. You have 3 planets in Cancer in the 11th house. Mercury, Venus, Sun. That's extremely, extremely creative, especially when it comes to communicating, healing, skin products, making people look better. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but it's just in using, you know how to network and group with the right people at the right time to get around and just get your things done, you know?
What's the birth date?
Your moon is in Barini though, so sometimes you can be lazy, restraints. You can feel like you have hurdles figuring out what you want. But you definitely can feel people's pain, death. You can understand death very well. You really probably get sucked up into relationships big time, worry about them a lot. But you're like, we'll just go with the card.
Okay.
This person is going to, next 18 months, deal with something with home, homeland, family, mother. a move for sure. Maybe a change, a switch up. Something with real estate, property, past life, past loves, past relationships. It will bring people back from the past, maybe, or bring up issues from the past because it's K2 going on Saturn.
Don't you love it? I'm telling you guys, nothing ever goes away until it teaches you what you need to learn.
What is the card? Oh, or is that the card? We have another one of those.
No, but it is funny because I keep getting the same cards. So Three of Cups is a big one tonight. And Three of Cups, again, it's all about, it's women. It's very feminine. It's a very feminine card. This is women in groups, baby showers, bridal showers, pregnancies. Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because it does actually evoke that kind of energy right now where it's like, there's 2 3s here. Okay. So that's all for me. That's like about like transition. It's the trifecta, but we're still, the 4 is stability and the 3 is more about like, it's one of those things. But okay, so we're also looking at communication and we're looking at a sudden kind of uptick in the home life, like something is about to increase. So that for me is like somebody's going to get married, somebody's going to have a baby, somebody's going to have like a what's it called when you move into a new house and they throw you a party or something like that, like a housewarming party or something like that. And it's also, it looks as if this person has wanted to manifest this incoming energy for a while. And that they got this way without, like, they finally had to like stop making compromises. And they were like, okay, this is exactly what I want and I'm going to get it. And also like, there's just a huge thing here about communication and like the people in the family unit all kind of talking together. I see a lot of people talking, communicating amongst themselves, which is a good thing because it honestly feels like it wasn't always that way. And moving into a time now, because you mentioned something about the mother and the family life and things like that, home. And so I see people kind of coming together even after a time when maybe there was a separation, and communication looks like it's key, which is a good thing. So a lot of people like texting each other and open lines of communication and celebration. So that's good. Yeah. They're all really shiny cards.
Maybe it could be like celebration at home, like at a home with her mother.
That would be cool. Celebrations are nice.
Okay, so I have to do this one. No, please. So I have to do this one because this person how many more can we do, Jenny? How many more can you handle? 2?
Yeah, we'll do 2 and then we'll talk to these folks.
Okay, so there's one I
would love to have a magic wand. Somebody buy me a magic wand and I'll wave it around. Swish and flick. Do we have any Harry Potter fans out there?
Swish. Not I.
You're not a freaking Harry Potter fan.
I've never watched anything like any of those movies.
Oh,
never had any interest at all.
It's so good.
I like the prison documentaries.
Oh, like, me too.
Crazy prisons in Russia. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah. Yes, I've seen it. I think it's amazing. They make them walk. Like
this.
yeah, with their
yeah. I love that. Could you imagine? That's why nobody gets in trouble in Russia. But did you see?
Right, because they're like, holy shit,
convicts there. I mean, I would not want to be a correctional officer in Russia.
No,
not even a little bit.
Very frightening. Like those people, like literally eat people for
breakfast. Yeah, they're like, oh, I was hungry one day, so I decided to chop up a body and eat it.
Yeah, no problem.
And that's it. Like the conversation ends.
Right. What do they say? When in Russia, the vodka drinks you.
Oh, That's so funny. Like those prison shows crack me up. Not really crack me up, but just to
No,
watch different cultures and like the different states, even Arizona compared to here, just a lot of different.
I know.
Not to
And
change
then you
the
listen to their
hotter subject.
We should seriously go to some of these prisons and do people's readings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you think that would go over well or no?
I have a few funny stories about that. I definitely have read a few people's charts that were,
yeah. That would be
because honestly, there's a reason why their chart turned that way.
Right.
It's
probably all in there. Like
it definitely is.
Somebody fell into a horrible drug habit and then ended up killing someone. I'm sure that's in there.
Let me, just even not even just that, or was with the wrong people at the wrong time.
Yeah.
That's what's scary.
Yeah.
So you're at that age, you're 12, 13, 14. You're hanging out with guys, you think it's cute and you want to hang out, and they go do a drug deal. Boom, you're with them. You're in prison for the rest of your life.
Right. Or something.
Sad. And I know a scenario that this happened. Like not me, I don't know any, but I know somebody, that knows somebody. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I can imagine. It's very frightening, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
In Soviet Russia, the television watches you. Actually, everywhere now, the television watches you.
1, 6.
The NSA. I need to stretch. Oh my gosh. I can't sit in a pretzel anymore.
This is 1678. Just because this guy was rattling off his signs, and I know he was talking Western, so I just have a feeling Philadelphia, PA.
While you do that, I want to suggest to everybody that they all look at this. It's called ASMR. And I don't know if you know what it is, but I don't know exactly what it stands for, but it's like a specific kind of video that they have out there now where like it's girls and they're usually really beautiful and they like whisper and they like play with they mock play with hair and like it's the sounds. I'll put that on and I'll fall asleep. Like it's amazing. So everybody should go just YouTube ASMR and it's awesome. It's really kind of weird. People are like, oh my God, like you're
That's like crazy. Wait, what is it? And they play with your hair like when you sleep?
Well, they play with like either like a model head and like brush it, and they have speakers on it so that you can hear the sounds. And if you put headphones in, it sounds like someone's playing with your hair. So it's like for people that have like no human contact.
Like right here. Right here. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so this is this 1678. You're a Gemini ascendant, nakshatra of Ardra. And I know I just can't do any more charts tonight. I think I'm drained. Okay, it's very creative, entrepreneur, have a million different ideas, and you're a really good teacher. You're good teaching things because you have Jupiter there. But what happens is because your nakshatra is Ardra, it can be, more on the darker side or more on the IT side. I know this is completely different because it's IT, somebody that's really technical, very good at technology, somebody that wants to rebuild, recycle, renew, redo, fix things, destroy with transformation in a way. It can be very destructive, but for the betterment of everything, because Jupiter's there. We'll say that, we'll give you that. Help kids, help people. You're the guru, people look up to you. You have a Scorpio moon. Very deep, very dark, very passionate. You know the dark secrets. You're very intuitive. There's no BS coming to you. Very sexual, very passionate. Don't lie to you. If you lie to you, then that person is done for sure. Hold on.
Does the chart reading change if you're a twin, Heidi? Have you ever done a reading for twins?
Yes. If a twin is, but not the twins are not born at the same time. So the astrology that I use is called Vedic astrology. There's a Navamsha chart. There's a D60 chart. There's charts within charts. And you should go to my other videos that I've done because I've done little tutorials. I have one on Vedic astrology. And the difference is every 13 minutes, the Navamsha chart will change or the moon nakshatra will change. So these change. You can tell two twins because you look at their divisional charts. There are charts within charts. There's a D1, D2, D3, D3 charts. Your siblings, your D4 is your home, your property, your conveyance. It can be. I can't even speak right now. Things that you convey. Sorry, I can't speak. 5th is children. 6th is misfortunes and debts. So there's different charts within charts, and within minutes, this is what changes. So this is stuff that I look at in a real reading. I'm just rambling stuff that pops out to me when I put this in. So people know that this is real. Also, maybe some issues with your mother. Maybe some issues.
Who doesn't have issues with their, well, that's not, some people are so close.
You know who doesn't? Cancers, Virgos typically don't. They just,
Virgos love their mamas.
They don't crack with that. Yeah, it's weird.
Wow.
And even if somebody has a conflicted moon, I know if it's a Virgo and a specific nakshatra and sometimes even Geminis, they're not going to. Like an ascendant or Virgo moon. It can be very close with their mother.
Will you do me a favor and say debilitated Venus, please?
Debilitated Venus. I have it. Yeah.
It's so funny. It sounds like some kind of a dysfunction.
It is. It is a dysfunction. Do you want to know what it is? You're too freaking critical. Okay, so and that's the Leo King made a phenomenal exact what is going on right now. Because he does things, and even though he does Western astrology, his transits always make sense because he uses the outer planets. And I use the outer planets in my own way, but not so much like on a transit for people individually. I can, but depends on what I see. But he said right now Venus is in this because the moon went into Venus, but just how Venus is sitting right now, it went into like if you throw you in a frat party, like a Virgo, that Virgo in a frat party and tells her she has to clean up the house. Yeah, this is what the Venus, so that's what like a Venus Virgo is. It's somebody that just gets annoyed by not cleaning or not doing something right, but they're very practical, they're very, when it comes to love and romance, we know it's just all BS and it fizzles away, unless you have that's how a Virgo thinks. They're more just, so when your Venus is debilitated in Virgo, you get very picky and you get a list. Virgos are listers. Well, you list the traits that you want and easily you can be ixnayed off the list.
Wow.
It's annoying. It really is. And I have to learn how to loosen that up sometimes, because it can be very particular when it comes to love, right? Because it's not in that's what my Virgo is. My Venus is debilitated in Virgo. Oh God, it's so fun.
Sounds like it's just funny. I have a debilitated Venus.
I have a debilitated Venus. Yeah. You can have a debilitated moon. Like this guy, he has a debilitated moon because it's in Scorpio. But I don't look at it like that because it is, so there is some dysfunction a little bit with the mother, the thinking, the emotions, the mother controlling emotions, something like that. But it doesn't always end up that way. And this can be more when you're a child, when you're younger, growing up. Your birth chart is kind of what's influencing your life growing up. And then you have to look at your Navamsha chart, you look at your D60 chart, you look at your Navamsha chart, you look at all these divisional charts I was talking about. What else are we saying? We have one more chart to do. Oh, wait, 12, 11, 10. You also have you have K2 in the 10th. You need to work for yourself on your own. You will not be happy unless you have your own business. You'll never be happy. You're probably really good with music. You're very artistic, big time. Very creative. But transits, Jenny, pull a card for big change, 8th house, transformation, endings.
Got it.
Death and rebirth.
Flavor of the week, man. Just in case you guys haven't caught on by now, I'm effed. My life has been flipped upside down. And
are you going to tell us, Jenny? No, but you're just going to hit around until needles.
Beat around the bush for a while until it's time to say what I have to say, and then I'll say it. But I'm looking for comfort, to be completely honest, because I'm a Pisces and all those different things. So Heidi knows me, you guys. I'm just a mess. I'm just a freaking mess.
She'll be fine. Big change, big news, big moves.
Yeah.
But big, big good things.
Yeah.
Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth.
All right. Oh man, again. Okay. Oh wow. Oh listen. Okay. So I know we're talking about death and rebirth, but what's coming through the cards right now is relationship. Like severe. So it looks okay. So I feel like this person is having a hard time in the relationship. One person is like kind of like there's mean words being thrown. Okay. We've got the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Cups is obviously a lovey-dovey relationship, reciprocal energy, give and take, give and take. The 2 of Wands is it's Mars. It's that dominance, but it's the 2. So it's a matchup. It's a warlike energy. And so between these two things, we have the 9 of Swords, which is cruelty. This is about being really mean for the sake of being mean, gossip, slander, scandal, things like that. And then 8 of Wands, which is another common one tonight, is communication. So this is like emails and text messages and stuff. Wait a second. Yeah. For a second, I was like, so yeah, I think this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you notice that what's going on this week though? Did you notice all the same energy? It's like all the same patterns.
Yeah, it is. And that's because humanity is so linked. We're all so tied in with each other. Everybody's, not that everybody's going through the same thing, but a lot of people's struggles mirror other people's right now. Right. So if anything, we can look at that as an opportunity to come together and help each other out, Absolutely. So do you guys have any questions for us? Anything?
We have one more chart. I said one more. Last one.
Oh, okay. One more chart. Let's do it.
Taurus ascendant. This is 5267. Taurus ascendant, Nikshatra Kritika. So I guarantee you're very good at cooking or maybe good with money, financials. You're cutthroat. You don't beat around the bush. And this is how you act. You have one of those personalities with Venus there. So very creative and very, you're always searching and, it's in Taurus. Like Taurus is all about seeking pleasure, right? And in the Nikshatra Mrigashira, you're always searching for new prettiness, beauty, love, whatever, romance, relationship, something. Now, but Kritika is you will cut through whatever you need to do. And sometimes, like my Rahu's in Kritika, so in relationships, I'm a little blunt. Some people can't handle me. And so that's how you are. I mean, you have that wit that's like, you like it or you don't like it. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And people can think you're a little cutthroat, right? But it's good. I look at that as it's a blessing. I don't look at that as a negative thing. Right. So, and you're probably very pretty, Venus in the first house. That's somebody very charismatic, somebody that's people are going to be drawn to you. It's a good thing.
Can someone come over and give me a massage?
Is that a question? Is that a question from you or from the viewers?
That's from me. No, because my whole body is so sore right now and I need a massage.
Okay, you would have some 12th house stuff. Mercury, Rahu, Sun in the 12th house. So yes, you could, there's a lot of letting go in this life. Okay, maybe father, communication, government, power, authority, things, work, career. It's in Bahraini, or you could work in a hospital. No joke. Like this, you actually could be a nurse, somebody that's works in a hospital or that does something in a hospital. Maybe because you have this caretaking thing, or maybe not, maybe a prison, hospitals, prisons, jails, asylums. It's hidden talent. It's also yoga teachers, yoga instructors, anything like that. Meditating, tantric yoga, something of that level. Somebody that does it's even this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Spiritual stuff for sure. 100%. I should have said that one too.
Huh.
But your moon is really grounded and in a way it's in Denise. So it's more, you're just very, 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 you like to march to the own beat of your drum. Your music too. I see music all over the place.
Can you tell me what's going on with this person? And to me, this looks like work. This looks like career and home life.
Okay. So
is this person going through, it looks like they're going through a change where it's like,
yeah,
comfortable for a little while, and then things are about to shake up.
Yeah. So you're having a K2 conjunct the moon in the 10th house of career. And it's literally hitting right now. So you're probably emotionally, it's tough. When K2 is conjunct moon, it's like a blast of all kinds of weird energies. You'll get through it just fine. You will, I promise you. But it's going to give you some weird, like sadness, depression, confusion, fog, brain fog. Like, what should I do? You know, it's definitely a tough transit on that level. Emotionally, you're going to go through a few months of 18 months of
self-sacrifice, man. Yeah. I feel like it's like what is it when you're like, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and it's like, you know, you've had to do this for a while, but you're like, I'm finally gonna bite the bullet and do what I need to do. And it has a lot to do with detachment right now. And
you could have moved.
Huh?
You could have moved, or you could have moved. You might move. Definitely. You're doing an ending and a transformation. Saturn's going to your 8th. It went through the 7th. It could have been relationships. And then it swapped, goes into the 8th. It's going into the 8th. So transform. Big change. Big change.
Yeah, that was what I got. I don't know if you guys can see it. Change. 2 of discs, change. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's good how we are in sync a little bit, even though we're a little all over the place today.
It's been a couple crazy weeks for us. Even the show, you know, we've had to kind of adjust a little bit because, you know, mostly me and this eclipse and has been really freaking hard, but we're going to come out of it. I'm going to come out of it. We're going to be fine. The shows are going to pick up in frequent. We'll probably be doing more.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing more things like this. They'll be a little bit more focused. This was very casual. I mean, I'm in bed, for crying out loud. But, you know, so it's really intimate, right?
Yeah. And, you know, another thing I will say, Jenny and I do other shows too. So, you know, check out who we subscribe to or who we have playlists on. I mean, I'm doing something on the Christian Whistleblower. We're going to do Elvis's chart. That'll be fun because he has his birth certificate. He saw it when he was he did a trip. So yeah, I go in the Leak Project. Make sure everybody's subscribed to the Leak Project. Oh, yeah. And everybody who I make a video to buy their books. You know, just like but it is true. There's a reason why I bring on certain individuals. It's because I either A, learn from them, B, follow them, or C, look up to them. one of those, right? And I have learned a lot from a lot of people. And, you know, Jenny is phenomenal here with tarot. I call her when I'm in a crunch, when I need questions. I mean, it's funny, like
the two of us
are totally different, but totally in sync. So, you know, with readings for me, just so everybody knows, I don't ever play God. I tell you about your chart, your karma, what you're about to do, what you're gonna like be looking forward to, what you're gonna have to watch out for. It's more, you know, what you can change. Jenny's better with these, like, this is real time right here, right now. You have a problem right here, right
going on right now. Yeah, it's a mirror. Tarot is a mirror. It's going to reveal to you exactly what's going on right now, and it's not going to lie. If anything, it's going to tell you what you don't want to hear, because that's just how it is.
And Jenny and I have called Jenny for like three different things, and every single time she was right about it. Every single one, like to the T, and you don't even remember them. And I'm like, no, you remember blah, 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 blah.
I do so many that I'm like, I don't remember what I said. I need to start recording readings though for people.
But you read cards kind of like I read charts. You don't read tarot cards in this traditional way that's, you know, and that's what's good about it. You do your own thing, right? You do. And you are a Gemini moon. You are a reflection of exactly what you're supposed to be doing. That's what a Gemini does. So everybody said Gemini. Do we have any other questions?
Let's see. All right, now is your chance, people, everybody. We're going to do more readings next time, you guys. We fit quite a few in today. What happens if we fit too many in? It's like quality versus quantity. And we're going to start to kind of just like burn out. Because our specialties it's not really these flyby readings. Our specialties, our passions are in the really intimate, one-on-one, in-depth readings. But we do this because we like to showcase a little bit of what we do, and it's fun, and we have a good time. We like to interact with you guys.
Yeah, and trust me, I think it's also just to show that this shit is real. Like, I believe it so much. It's never fails, ever. So if you give us your time, we will be able to tell you. Do I respond to email? Yes, I do. But on my contact forms. So go to my website, oneofakindbyheidi.org. I'm working on readings from a couple weeks, so it might take me some time. But I don't respond. Like, I'm not good with responding to just chit chat. Sorry. I'm really not. Please don't take it offensively. It's just I have a career too, so I try to cover these. Right,
totally. I also, you know, I do my best to keep up with emails and things like that. So if I don't get to you, please don't take it personal, because it's not even like that. But yeah, everybody also, if you haven't subscribed to Spearhead Transmission, they have their channel on YouTube, Spearhead Transmission. Subscribe to them. They're really great. We have Rex Bear over at the Leak Project. He's one of our really greatest best friends ever. He brought us together. He's actually kind of responsible for this matchup, this combo right now, this dynamic. Yeah, so let's see. I'm sure there's some funny questions. You guys
also, DJ Ransom, I'm going on his show, so everybody should check out his channel.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's great artist, musician, double Scorpio.
Double Scorpio. Gee, that's a lot.
I know.
Someone said they think they were a bad person in a past life. Listen, we're all bad people.
I'm glad to hear you were on. Mike, and when we're done, these chats don't stay, so make sure you write a little comment if you don't mind on the actual video.
Heidi, do you want to have a freestyle battle?
A freestyle? No, I don't rap. I could dance, but I don't rap.
Right? No, Heidi's a dancer.
I would be the dancer.
Yeah.
That would be my dream job, dancer/astrologer.
Do it. If you get paid to dance though, like what kind of dance?
No, it's for my own pleasure. It's my own thing. It's not
Right.
for
Listen, I'm about to
Jenny
take
and
a page out of your book because things are changing. So I might get my poll also.
Wait, hold on. Heidi, what are you missing? Heidi, what if you are missing houses in your Vedic chart? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand.
What if you're missing houses in your Vedic chart? I don't think that that's possible. Like if you have houses that there's no planets in them.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing. Because you have to look at, so you look at your Lord, you have to, so look at that house and see, say it's Aries, if that's the house that's missing planets, right? Look where Mars is sitting because Mars rules Aries. So you got to look at the lordship of that house.
You'd be the dancing astrologer.
Yeah. Sell your house, do a loan, sell your house, give you a reading. It's an all-in-one show.
Oh, that's hilarious. Heidi, do you use Kala?
Yes, I use Kala.
Okay.
The only two softwares that I think that are very great are Kala and Prashar's Light. Yeah. So those are the two good ones. But there's a good free one too. So the free one is, what's it called? I'll put it in the comments. And there's another app that you could go on to called Astro Sage if you need to do your chart just on the fly. This is what I used to use when I would go out and when I'd ask people just randomly. It's like my bar chart app, I call it, or my work app. And it's just Astro Sage. It's free. You put it in. You have to learn how to read the triangles. So your astrology chart, there's a North Indian, there's a South Indian chart.
What's your favorite ice cream, Heidi?
Anything. I eat ice cream in the pints. Like I have to get that Halo stuff now because I can't stop it. And there's new ice cream called Halo. You can just eat the whole sitting and it's 320 calories.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
It's phenomenal too. It's so good. Tastes just like real ice cream.
It's not really ice cream though.
I mean it is, but it's 300 for the whole thing. Like the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you eat the whole thing?
Absolutely. Sometimes I eat 2 of them. It says it's good protein.
Nice. Someone said, how can I work on my intuition? Well, actually, it's funny because when I tell people about like intuitive work, it sounds like it's a cheat, but I'm going to tell you something right now. Now there's a bug in here. Your imagination is a type of intuition. So literally, like when I'm doing a reading, for example, say I'm on the phone with somebody and I imagine what they look like, and then I blurt it out and that's what they look like. Realistically, I just imagined what they looked like. I just happened to be accurate, and I happen to be accurate because I practice, you guys. Pretty much anybody can do this. Some people are born with it stronger than others, but it is something that you can practice. Absolutely. And it really is as simple as learning to trust that a lot of what the first things that pop into your mind are real. It's real. It's really what's happening. And it's the scariest part of using your intuition is trusting it. Trusting it and being like, no, my imagination is accurate. You have an accurate imagination. That's what being an intuitive is for me. And that's how I do what I do.
Pretty much every single person that we did tonight was very intuitive. So, but there was a lot of that Capricorn intuitive energy, which is very hard to juggle because it's like you're so intuitive, but then you have this grounded, no, I don't want to be, or ego that's in the way, right? Like I want to do it and then fail. A lot of like that is the number one thing is failure, right? A fear of failing at anything.
Yeah.
And that is 100%. I am motivated on fear to fail always. That's my life. Like when somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm like, you want to see? Let's do it. Let's roll. And that's just the way that I am. But you have to really, really, sometimes you let that get into the way of the intuitive shit. And then it's just a big mess, you know? And then you just like, you can block it out, unfortunately, because I did that for many, many years.
Yeah.
Many.
You're an autopilot and you're just about getting after it. Yeah.
Like, I can easily, like that Capricorn moon can do that. Here, do you want some? Look, I have black flag.
Oh my God.
Off. Like I'm not playing games anymore right now with these.
Dude, I'm out in the sticks right now too. Like the bugs out here are they're like carnivorous and they're nasty and they stalk you and they tap in the window. They're like,
what are those bugs in Florida? The big ones that it like
palmetto bugs.
Yeah. Those are crazy.
They do this. They have these and they swim after you in the water and they come get you. No, they're like vindictive little shits out here.
Jenny, do you put spiritual protections before readings?
What I do is I ground myself like everybody. It's very new age sounding, but it actually works. I actually don't, I feel like I'm protected all the time. Everybody's protected all the time. So I don't put too much energy into being like, okay, now I put my shield up and nothing can hurt me. You know what I mean? Like it works for some people, but I don't feel,
you don't need that.
I don't need that because I'll be honest with you, nothing scares me. Like I'm not scared of anybody's energy, nothing. Everybody should, like everything that you think you should be scared of should be scared of you. Like that's how I look at it, is like, I'm not scared of you. You should be scared of me. You need a shield up against me, motherfucker. Sorry about that. That just came out of nowhere.
Oops, no.
And I don't mean that like a shield against my clients. I mean, in general, in the world, it's as simple as a mindset. You don't have to do any, drawn out ritual. You can if you want to, if that helps you, if it pleases you, but you don't have to do it. It's all about your mentality and how strong your emotional shield, your spiritual shield. You just believe it, man. You're tough.
You just block it. It's gone.
Block it. Don't accept it. Just don't accept it. No.
You remember, Jenny, when you told me that that person okay, so I'll give you a great example. This guy, when I first started doing these videos, a lot of weirdos were contacting me with a lot of scary stuff. And I looked into it. He's like, when somebody would say something to me, I would be like, oh my God, what does that mean? What's going to happen?
Right.
And then this one guy said, he called me all these horrible names first. Then he said I was going to remember that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to call Jenny and see what the hell's going on with this reading. Cause he actually took his time and did this spread for me that was just really negative. Like the most negative thing you could ever think of. It was so bad. None of this happened whatsoever. Nothing. Not one thing. Nothing.
Of course not.
Literally, but what he drew out for me and everything, it definitely looked like it was going to happen. I called Jenny. I was like, Jenny, read this right now. What's going to happen? What does this mean?
Yeah.
You look at your cards, because I got all freaked out. She's like, Heidi, he's putting some weird stuff on you. Don't worry about it. Just forget about it. And I forgot about it.
And that was it.
Nothing happened. I just left it go.
Yeah. That's all that it is. And I want to tell you guys too, because it does happen from time to time when a client is like, I feel like I have a curse on me. I feel like somebody is sending me all this bad energy. And listen, people can do whatever they want to do. We can't control it. When someone is talking badly about you, that is a form of black magic, because you hold their name in that negative space and you're pretty much just putting bad on them. That's a form of magic. That's a spell right there. And all magic really is, when we cut it down, it's willpower. It's emotion working in tandem with willpower. Okay. And so really, when we're talking about a curse, we're talking about a battle of willpower. Whose will is stronger? You're going to send me all this nasty energy and put all this crap on me in my house. You know what I mean? And curses and whatnot. You have to send it right back where it came from. And what it comes down to is who has a stronger mind, who has a stronger will, a stronger heart. You know what I mean? So people only have as much power over you as you give them. Simple. So I told you, I said, and I read what that guy said. He thought he was being cool by he tried to predict your future and he wrote it down. That is how you affect somebody's outcome, is you try to tell them what you think is going to happen to them. And that in their mind sets forward like a domino effect, and they begin to manifest that future because now you're thinking about it, right? But the trick there is to just not accept it and be like, listen, that's your reality. You can't put that on me. That's not my reality. You keep that. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. And it really is that simple. You know what I mean? Unless, and I actually had this conversation earlier, unless you are contending with the highest sorcerer that is like this inhuman thing, and you have this enemy in a really high place and they're doing all these like crazy blood rituals on you, that's not going to happen to the average person.
I still believe that can be blocked too.
It can be. You're absolutely right.
100%. Like I can tell you that, because when you have a big, powerful chart, you know, when you have a lot of heavy energy like you or me in the 12th house or first house, and you can't mess with Uranus, K2 Mars conjunct in the first house. Like that's what I have. That's like rebelliousness to like you take every bit of rebelliousness. If you tell me to do something, I guarantee you I'm probably going to do the opposite thing.
Right.
And do it with like bells on and succeed just to be, that's how I work. You, Jenny, you can block, you'll have the negativity come to you too, more on the secret side. Yours is more secretive, like people will secretly explode, right? When mine's like more in my face.
Right.
And I go like this, and you're good at doing the blocks. Yeah.
Just like that. And nobody can mess with Uranus.
Nobody can mess with Uranus in the first house. Good luck. Good luck. Catch her if you can. Yeah, you can.
You can, y'all. Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny in the comments. I really think we have a really great group of people that watch our shows, and
especially the regulars. And another person, Z Golden Report, subscribe to his channel. He's a great channel. He does all kinds of good topics.
Balance Within 4444, always supportive.
Yes.
There's so many of you out there. You know, Anna Navarro is just
Anna. Yes.
Yeah, like everybody's really awesome, and thank you guys. You guys don't even know, like you give me life.
You girls look different tonight. Heidi looks Italian. That's because I'm half. Somebody said I was Jewish on Rex's show, so let's clarify that. I'm German and Italian.
Okay.
But a past life Indian.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You mean a parallel life? How do we look different? Well, I know why I look different. I've dropped about 13 pounds in the past week because of my stress level. So that's what that is. But I'm happy about that. So that's a good thing. I accept that. But
I look exhausted. Maybe that's
don't. You look totally good. Your hair seriously looks amazing. My hair looks like actual poop.
No, it looks pretty.
I really don't care.
But
I am actually Jewish. I'm half Jewish. What?
That's so funny because we just had this conversation. Vandenberg is my old last name.
Right.
My maiden name. No. Right. My married name that I have not changed. My real name is Heidi Pagozzi. Yeah.
And you didn't.
I don't change it back because it's too much of a pain.
Yeah. You don't have to.
In sales, I sell. People know me by that name. So when I'm in sales at my job, it's like to change it all back. But your name.
Vandenberg is a really nice name. It's very like
Dutch.
Sweet.
Yeah. What's your last name, Jenny? I love your last name. I would totally rock and roll your last name.
My maiden name is Goldstein.
I love that last name.
I can't stand it. I've never liked it. I'm not a practicing Jew. I don't align myself with Judaism or anything like that. So for me, it never felt right. But what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
What's a name? A name is a name. I'm Jenny Moonstone, okay? That's who I am. I'm right. I'm gonna get Moonstone tattooed on my butt.
Heidi, you could go out right now. I just got home from work. And I am going to the White House, guys. Wish me luck.
Yay. All right, say Nanu Nanu for Z Golden Report.
We'll bring him up just in case the other show gets deleted.
Nanu Nanu. Nanu Nanu. Nobody says it quite like Rex. Look at
say that. This is, I'm going to take this with me to the White House. And hopefully I'll meet him.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
This is a gift from one of my homeowners.
That's nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Me too. It really put me in an interesting mood.
Meth is a hell of a drug. It sure is.
Stop being so Scorpio, Heidi. Okay.
She can't. Jenny is Jewish in the 5th house. What does that even mean?
It sounds good.
I wish I had like the spending, like I wish I was good with money, like the Jews are supposed to be good with money. I'm not.
Watch Russell Peters. Oh my God, he's so funny when he talks about his one. Gosh, Russell Peters. I love stand-up comedy. It's my favorite.
Me too. Have you ever seen Eddie Murphy Raw or Delirious? I can't remember which one it was, but
probably. But I've seen that. Was that newer or older? That was older.
Oh no, that's so old. That's like seriously so old. But
purple.
I almost went into preterm labor. I laughed so hard. The laughing made my belly contract, and I was about 7 months, and laughter turned to panic. Because I was literally going into preterm labor from Eddie Murphy's.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. I had to turn it off and take a ride in the car.
There's you have to watch Sebastian Manifesto. He's hysterical. He's so funny. He's like, What's Wrong with People Today? That's the best one. He's Italian, this short guy.
Oh God.
And he's so funny. He doesn't even swear. And that's why he's funny, because if you're a stand-up comedian and you're hysterical and you don't have to swear.
Oh yeah.
And for me to laugh, it takes a lot. Okay. I'm just not somebody that's like, oh, that's so funny.
Oh.
No, that's not me. So like, you really have to be funny. So
right.
I like him, and I like Russell Peters. The one he did, the Red, White, and Green, I think it is. I saw Russell Peters live front and center.
Oh my God.
Actually, I was on video. We were front and center, and I was on video. He made fun of me. I saw, who else? Bill Burr. I like Bill Burr. Do you know who that is? He's so funny.
I do know who Bill Burr is. Yeah.
What else? What's your favorite thing to do in your spare time?
Me?
Yeah.
No comment.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of children, you guys. I have a lot of kids. I have a lot of responsibilities. What do I like to do though? I love my cards, man. I love my cards. I love my readings, and I like to read a lot. I like to find out what's going on in the world. Lots of research. I'm pretty much always on the computer. If I'm not, doing what I absolutely need to do, I'm like on the computer researching stuff and, talking to people and networking and stuff like that. I don't really watch TV all that much. I love Game of Thrones. Everything Game of Thrones is so great. But yeah, what do you like to do, Heidi?
Watch YouTubes.
Watch YouTubes, right. Check out what's going on in the YouTube.
Watch YouTubes, learn more astrology, work out,
yeah.
Read charts.
Do you cook?
I am good, but I just don't. I just whip things up. I eat and walk. It gets bad. My schedule is so off the rocker. It's like I snack all day.
You eat and walk. Yeah.
I eat, walk, just like I'm just always doing something. Yeah. I haven't gone out to dinner in I'm not a big foodie though, at all.
You're not?
No, no, like I could eat anything if it has sauce on it.
Oh,
Grass.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like you could just throw ranch dressing on anything and I like it. I guess that's the Pittsburgh in me.
Yeah, ranch dressing. That's so funny.
Seriously,
Yeah,
it really is.
I love food. I like to cook. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, but I'm not that person that's like, oh my gosh, I need to have a steak and I need to have like I need to eat dinner this time in this way. Like I don't ever crave like I'd rather crave like a nice mojito.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
I wish I had a mojito
In
right
South Beach at the Delano, listening to house music. That's where I would like to be right now.
You should come visit because that you literally just described like every location on South Beach.
I love South Beach. It's one of my favorite places because there's a lot of foreigners and you don't really have to talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like everybody's in their own worlds, La La Land.
Yeah.
I like beaches. I live on the water. I like the water.
I do too.
I like solitude. I
do too. I like to be alone. I like to be alone, but I don't like to be alone. Like I like to be with people, but I like to do my own thing while there's people around. So like,
I guess 22.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? Like I like to have people around, but I also like to just hear everybody talk and like just know that there's people there, but still keep to myself. But if I'm all by myself, no.
That's what so funny. I could be all by myself just all day and loving it. Loving it.
I do too.
I hate hot dogs. People are saying how good hot dogs are. I tried to eat a hot dog and I literally almost got sick. Like I hate them.
It's disgusting. I've always hated hot dogs. Never a day.
Hot dogs. Actually, I hate like lunch meat now. I used to like that.
Yeah.
So my mom was real healthy. Like I was probably the first child who ever had organic milk. I'm not joking. And my mom, she would give us all this, and I was really rebellious. So I would get pissed. Like my mom would give us high C drinks, like juicy juice. I would want those hugs, those things in the barrels.
Yeah.
She never gave me the sugar and stuff that I wanted. So what happened is when I went to college, I ate like raviolis, Whoppers, Twinkies, like this horrible stuff. And I loved it because I couldn't have it. But then now I'm like, ugh.
Did you gain weight? Did you get the freshman 10?
Yes, I absolutely had like the 30. I'll never forget my dad said to me, he was like, I went home and I was drinking like Natty Lights too, driving around mountains drinking. And I went to school in Kaiser, West Virginia. So
oh my God.
Can you imagine with that? And then I went to Frostburg. Yeah. So I didn't care. But I mean, I lost it easily. I just did the Atkins diet for a month. It was gone. But my dad said to me, he goes, Heidi, and my dad has never said to me anything about like weight, how I look, nothing. He was just like, Heidi, maybe we should go take a walk. And I was like,
walk. That's so
that means I need to lose a couple pounds. But I wasn't like big. I just looked swollen.
Sure.
Like I looked like I just was eating a bunch. I was chewing on rocks or something.
That's how I looked a couple weeks ago for a few months. That swollen because like
I definitely did lose weight though. It's crazy just in 1 week because when I noticed it.
Yeah. But that's what happens. But no, like for some people, they retain water really easy. And I bet you that has something to do with astrology. Because I bet you water signs. Do you know what the Ayurvedic stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's about diet and astrology and like how to
balancing
eat.
It.
Yeah. And like for me, it's the water in my body. Like if I have too much salt, I will puff up instantly.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks, but some people just don't have that problem. And I'd be curious to know if it has anything to do with astrology.
It definitely does. All that Pisces for sure. I mean, and there's a thing called astrocartography. It's one of my favorite things. I want to learn more about it. And astrocartography kind of like throws you all over the United States, like what areas you're going to do better in, where you're going to have more accidents, where you're going to have more success, where you could meet your husband or spouse from, where you could have horrible problems. And It's something I'm learning about. It's pretty interesting. Yeah.
I can't believe someone mentioned hot dogs.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yes, I like to play with my hair. You would too if it was like, it's not even that I like to, I have to. Otherwise, it just freaking does what it does and it's like gross. So.
Sorry, we play with our hair.
Sorry if it bothers you guys.
Yeah. Sorry that my eyes are too big. Because people are like, look at her and her eyes. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. I bet if someone says it, Sophia says, I bet Jenny looks amazing when she wakes up too. Nope. Not at all.
Yeah, she does. She looks just like this, a beautiful little saint.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, it's pretty bad, you guys.
What else? Let's write in the comments if there's anything else you guys want us to talk about, if there's any good topics, because sometimes we need some help and some suggestions what to discuss, because yes, we love doing these live things, but if there's something you want us to do.
Or since it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I have to be up in 5 hours, maybe we can call it a night.
Yeah.
Would that be okay with you, Heidi?
You were a hustler tonight.
Yeah. I'm willing to lay it all out there for you, Heidi. Anything for the cause.
You're the best.
All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I hope we answered your questions and you enjoyed it. So, Heidi, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice night.
Good night, guys.
Over and out.